Hey everybody, it's Max DeMeza from 91 North, 95 South. I just wanted to preface this episode by saying I was coming off of a week-long bout of COVID. I was definitely not really feeling great. This was probably the last day I was feeling ill. So yeah, just wanted to say that because I feel like it gets a little loopy at points. I had a lot I needed to get off my chest. And by the end of like 15, 20 minutes, something around there, episode, I was just completely exhausted, after finishing recording. Just went into my room and collapsed on my bed, basically. So did want to preface that. Also wanted to say, been watching more Storm games in the past few days, and man, if they can figure out how to close out games, which I think they might have just done against. Oh, who were they playing? Oh my God. Oh man, I literally just watched this game before recording this. I'm going to be so annoyed. Anyway, in their last game, they won by, I think, at least 50 against the Sparks. Oh my God, against the Sparks. They won by like 15, I think. And so if they can figure out how to close out games, their defense looks awesome. Their offense is obviously awesome. Neko Gwumake had a terrific game. Not to keep using the word awesome. Yeah, and I've been watching a little bit more Aces as well. I think it's just their lack of depth. They're needing to rely on Kia Stokes to be a shooter, which she's not really. I mean, she can shoot, but it seems like she's kind of struggling with her confidence. They've inserted Kate Martin into the starting lineup, which I don't think anybody in Las Vegas was planning on at the start of the season. So I think that's some of their issues. I love the signing of Tiffany Hayes, by the way. I meant to say that as well, for the Aces. She's great. I was really bummed she retired in the offseason from the Sun. Well, from the W, and then, got the offer to come play for the Aces. Can't blame her, Las Vegas is definitely more fun than Uncasville, Connecticut. So, we're not gonna be too upset about that. But yeah, just wanted to kind of let you guys know where I was at when I was recording this. Definitely was not feeling great. Yeah, and also wanted to make those points about the Storm and the Aces. Asia Wilson, by the way, it looks like the best player in the league. I think she's averaging 28 games in the last to start the season, basically. She's been awesome. Trying to think if there are any other points I wanted to make. Oh, just kind of wanted to clear up some of the Caitlyn Clark stuff that's going to come up. It's been so much from so many different people, and it's been since the start of the season that I was kind of going off the dome. I don't know if I made my points super coherently, but just the discourse surrounding her has been absurd. The discourse surrounding Kennedy Carter and the foul she had on Caitlyn Clark been absurd. The fact that Angel Reese isn't talked about as much, absurd. the men in media and former NBA players say with their just misogynistic comments about the WNBA and what players should do in regards to their defense on Caitlyn Clark. Just absurd. So it's just been a lot of frustrating things. So I apologize if my next points about this are don't feel super thought out or super coherent. Like I said, it was, I'm coming from a place of passion and love for the WNBA and being an ally, or trying my best to be an ally for Black women and women of color. So, it's been a lot of frustration for me. Like I said, in regards to like the coverage of what's been going on, and the coverage of the W and Caitlyn Clark and everything, and the lack of coverage for Angel Reese at points, and so like I said, I've already said I apologize, but I apologize for the lack of coherence that kind of comes across in this, because I was listening back and I was definitely a little exhausted, not feeling great, and frustrated, and probably should have maybe taken a little bit more time beforehand to lay out my points. But if there's any, feelings or questions anybody has about what I talk about, honestly, as I'm recording now, I can't really remember the specifics, but just put it in the comments. I will gladly answer either in the comments or with another video if that wouldn't suffice. So, always here for constructive criticism and thoughtful inquiries. So yeah, thank you guys. I'm going to try and be more regular with this. I know I'm sorry, but thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I hope you enjoy. If you do, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and, like I said, I hope you enjoy the show. Thanks, guys. Bye. All right, welcome back to 91 North, 95 South. I'm your host, Max DeMeza. I'm just going to get right into it. Been a minute since we last spoke, and I have a lot of stuff I want to get through. A lot of it is W related, a lot of it is Caitlyn Clark related, a lot of it is media related. For anyone who's followed the WNBA this season, you've seen an insane discourse surrounding Caitlyn Clark and the play of other players in the WNBA. It's frankly ridiculous. You have people, not just people, former and current NBA players, as well as other media pundits, calling for players to take it easy on Caitlyn Clark. It's absolutely ridiculous. You would never say that about an NBA player, that they need to take it easy on Victor Wembanyama or any other high-level rookie that's come into the league in the past, or highly touted prospect that's come into the league, whatever. Absolutely ridiculous. Also, the level of play has, frankly, it's a physical league. It's a physical sport. Sure, there have been plays here and there that have not been basketball plays, if you want to call it whatever. But apart from that, it's mostly just been physical defense, hard defense, and people want to say that she's, this great player and then complain when she gets picked up full court and they're sending doubles. Like, that's what happens when there's a great player on the other team. And as far as just like the Kennedy Carter stuff at this point, I mean, from the start was racist. Like the discourse surrounding her and the foul on Caitlyn Clark, but now it's just like insane. The Indiana governor is writing Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA commissioner, saying that if this wasn't on a basketball court, this would be assault. I mean, it's just awful to say. The racism is not very, very thinly veiled there. And I just want to say, like, you could say that about literally any other foul. It's like against the law to like hit people. So like, yeah, pretty much any of the physicality in basketball is not like allowed outside of a basketball court. So it's just like a fucking stupid thing to say, just by itself. And just the coverage, I mean, I saw one, I wish I could remember the writer's name. I've seen one or two writers since the whole Caitlyn Clark buzz from the March Madness on has talked about how the reason that she's popular is because she's a white woman in a predominantly black sport. The majority of basketball players in the WNBA are black women. Also, a lot of gay women, and Caitlyn Clark is. I don't claim to know her sexual orientation, nor that it really matters, but she is a straight presenting white woman in a predominantly gay black sport. So, it's no surprise that when there's a superstar like her, because I won't take away anything from her talents on the court. She's incredible. She's struggling right now, but I'm sure she'll adjust. But it's no surprise that in a country like America, this is the person that's becoming the face of the league, and not Angel Reese. When Angel is clearly coming into the league in a stronger way. I haven't checked the past week or so, but she was leading the league in offensive rebounds per game. Sorry, I'm kind of going all over the place. I've had so much to say. This has really been frustrating me. One, because I think the W has had a problem for a few years now, for probably a long time. But since I've started watching, of the marketing of white players over black players. I mean, I've seen so many more Sabrina Ionescu commercials than Asia Wilson commercials, Breanna Stewart, etc. There are more Breanna Stewart commercials than any other black players. There's finally Jewel Lloyd is finally getting a commercial this year. So it's just, I don't know. I think this has been a problem and is now like pretty clearly an issue. The W has, and it would be great if more of the rookie class was marketed the way Caitlyn Clark is marketed. And just, the discourse surrounding her is insane, and it's just, blatantly racist, most of it. And then the rest of it is, thinly veiled racism. But to actually get onto basketball, Caitlyn, like I said, she's been struggling. The passes she would make in college are not getting through in the W. She's just facing tougher, stronger, better, smarter, bigger defenders than she faced at Iowa. She's still able to shoot the three, although she's been much more effective off the ball than on the ball. But she's been looking better in the past few games. I don't know. It's hard because the talent is there. It's just a matter of whether she's going to adjust to the defense. I think she probably just needs to, work on her decision making a little bit. Probably just get a little stronger, obviously. But I don't know. She's very talented, so it's hard for me to be like, no, she's going to suck for the rest of her career, because she could easily just bust out of it at any point. Angel looks awesome. I can easily see like her averaging a double-double in her future. Her jump shot is looking better and better. When the defense sags off on her in the mid-range, she's making them pay. She's looking really well. Really good, playing really well. Sorry, I'm just going through my notes. I have a lot of notes that I've just been taking, having a running note going on all my W points. The Sun look insane, and incredibly good to start the season. They were 9-0 until they fell to the Liberty. They played a little money ball this offseason, and it's been working out so far. I say that meaning that they lost Natisha Heidemann and Rebecca Allen, and they got Mariah Jefferson, Rachel Bannum, Tiffany Mitchell, and a big I'm forgetting, but they've been playing really well. I really like Tiffany Mitchell's game. Rachel Bannum is a really, really, really good shooter. I think career average 37% from three. So, she can shoot the lights out. And then Ty Harris stepping in to the starting point guard role. She's looked great to start out the season. Still shooting it well. Able to drive to the rim pretty well. Dejanay stepping into a starting role, looking great. I think she's averaging like 14, 15 points a season, in conversation for most improved of the year, player of the year. Just been playing really well. Obviously, great defense from her. Brianna Jones coming back from her injury. She's been looking really good. She was on a minutes restriction. Well, I actually wouldn't say really good. She's definitely doesn't look exactly the same, but she's coming off an Achilles, so got to give her time there. AT, honestly, putting up better stats than last year. I think she's almost averaging a triple-double. She did that last year too, but she's in 9s for both rebounds and assists per game. They're just looking really good. Kind of on the flip side of that, the Aces are not looking really good. It's hard to really pinpoint what it is, but they don't really look the same. There was something watching them last year where it's just like, they're gonna murder every team they play against. And this year they don't really have that same fear, although they are missing Chelsea Young right now. So, we'll see when they get her back, what they look like. Sorry, my cat is meowing outside my door. Hey, Mr. Mello. What else? Kind of going off of that, the team that really does look like they're going to beat everyone every single night is the Liberty. And they are missing Courtney Vandersloot, or have been the games I've watched. Haven't seen too many of their games, but there's something about them where they just look really good. I mean, obviously they made it to the finals last year, and they have they're a team that with another year of playing together, they're going to be obviously even better, just because they had so many new additions last year. But they do look really, really, really dangerous, and that's why they're at the top of the league with the Sun. But also another kind of super team, a new super team, the Seattle Storm, adding Nneka Ogwumike and Skylar Diggins-Smith this offseason. They looked not great to start the season off, but since then they've really picked it up. Skylar Diggins-Smith is averaging like 18 a game, which is what she's averaged in the past. So she's been back to normal. I think she's shooting like 60% in the last few games. Ezzy Magmagor is insane down low. Just a really, really elite rim protector. Jewel Lloyd doing Jewel Lloyd stuff. And Nneka is, she's struggled with injuries. I know she's coming, I won't say I know. I think she's coming off an injury and to start the season. And right now, or at least the last game I watched, I think she was out with another injury. Don't quote me on the first one though. I'm not quite sure. Trying to think what else has really been burning, really been weighing on me that I need to talk about as far as the W. Those are really the highlights. I've been watching a lot of Indiana Fever games, obviously, like everybody else. It's been interesting. Their front court is awesome. Temi Fagbenle, incredible. came out of nowhere and is like one of the best hustle players in the league right now. She's injured right now, but Nalissa Smith had a huge jump this offseason. I mean, she looks so different, playing really well. They've been having her bring the ball up the court lately, which I really like. She can actually handle it pretty well. Like meaning like I'm not terrified she's gonna like dribble it off her foot or something. Like can actually like, handle the ball a little bit. Aaliyah Boston kind of, I don't want to say taking a step back, but not taking a step forward. I mean, not good because the front court is looking really good. I mean, honestly, the Fever, if they weren't such a young team, they would be really, I think they have a lot of talented players. I think they have, I mean, obviously they have a lot of talented players. But they definitely have a bright future. Trying to think anything else really. That's it. NBA finals are on. Celtics are up 2-0 right now, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavericks came back in Dallas. I mean, if Kyrie was playing well the past couple of games, I don't know. Game one, they were getting blown out. But last game, if Kyrie had a decent game, they probably win that game. The Mavs, other than Luka, were like 4 for 20 something from three. So they just like didn't take advantage of the Celtics shooting struggles at all. So I feel like people are ready to write this series off, but I don't know. Kristaps might be hurt. JT hasn't looked really good. I mean, Drew is just a friggin' stud. And Jaylen Brown is, I mean, he looks really fucking good. Making everybody eat their words. I mean, including me. I probably said some stuff about his contract. But man, yeah, he's looking really good. But I don't know. The Celtics were making the Mavs big men look like youngsters for sure. Derek Lively looked like a rookie in that game. So I don't know. Back in Dallas, we'll see. I think the Mavs could tie it up. That'll do it. I mean, I have some movie points. I might make a I might make a movie ranking episode sometime. Truthfully, I have COVID right now, so I am like pretty tired right now. So I'm gonna end it. Thanks for watching. I think I'm gonna insert this in the beginning too, but thank you guys for watching this video that you're about to watch and have watched. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoy the content you get here at 91 North, 95 South from Max Mesa, because we really appreciate that. So that'll do it. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.